You hear that? It's such a beautiful morning, and I'm really, really annoyed that I have to talk about queerphobia and transphobia today. So here's the context. Tariq Jafta, for the last couple of weeks, has been spewing effectively what is hate speech, homophobic speech on his Instagram. His account got banned a couple of weeks ago, and a new account surfaced with even more followers, and now he has come for individuals, and 3 of them are my friends. I mean, without going into the specifics of his posts, which they are incredibly triggering and very homophobic and very queerphobic and very, very transphobic, there is a very hateful quality in both the tone and the actual content of what he is saying. And like, he seems very obsessed with trans people and trans people's bodies. I mean, I don't know who's been hiding queers from him at all, like, but we have been here. I mean, that said, if this is, you know, your first introduction to trans people, like, can you just like treat us with a little bit of dignity, please? Like, that would be nice. Now, while Tariq has been, I guess, the focus for the context for this video is not about him. Now, in no way, shape or form am I condoning what Tariq had said, nor do I support it in any kind of way. They are horrific statements. They are hate speech in their very nature. But for the purposes of this video, I'm not giving airtime to that because there are other forces that are dealing with it. So to just dial a little bit of focus here, social media has provided a platform for many, many people to be able to express their views on certain things, to post content for people to watch. Effectively, it is a form of publishing information, as if you were, I don't know, making a movie and posting that somewhere, as if you were writing an article for a newspaper. The principles remain the same in a very strict legal context. So if you're posting something on social media, you are effectively publicly publishing something. And social media isn't special. It is still governed by the legal frameworks of that particular country or region in which you are occupying, in addition to, I guess, what would be the community guidelines of a particular social network. In this country, we have freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and that is a fundamental basic human right that each of us have, which is incredible. But just for the clarity, our basic human rights, as defined by Chapter 2 of our Constitution, are not absolute. Let me say that again. They are conditional. Okay, it is so hot here in Limpopo. It's only 9 a.m. and I think it may be around 30 degrees. And it is getting so hot that my camera is telling me that it's overheating. So let me drive and you can enjoy plus minus 10 seconds of additional B-roll. So your rights sit in equilibrium or balance with all of your other rights. And that includes the rights of everybody else. So your right to freedom of speech is not absolute. Your right to freedom of speech exists as long as that right doesn't infringe on any of the other rights that you have or any of the rights that other people have. I'm in a whole mood, so I'm picking up bikini things because I can. I mean, the truth is that I'm actually running out of clothes because I've been away from home for like 2 weeks now, and all my laundry is I mean, long story very, very short, you can't say whatever you want to because your rights exist in equilibrium with everyone else's rights. I mean, to be absolutely crystal clear, what is being said in social media that is flouted in the notion of, you know, free speech is effectively hate speech. If this was a conversation that was orientating itself around race, we would be acting like this. But for some reason, for the queer community, there is a double standard. And so when we are under attack, it's this weird thing of like, does it or doesn't it count as like it being that important? And it really, really is. And to kind of like bring it into this space in reality on the ground, specifically for trans people, it's this kind of rhetoric, it's this kind of hate speech, it's this kind of behavior that precipitates in all kinds of other violent crimes being perpetrated against us and our community. I mean, I think about people like Phoebe Titus, who was stabbed in her neck and died because she just went to the shop. And David Orlane, who was mutilated and burnt alive. Like, this is not things that are just, oh, I've said something and just because I disagree with how people live their lives, that gives me the right to do that. They have very, very real world consequences, specifically for queer people. I mean, I've talked about it on this channel so often around how incredibly vulnerable our population is, how we are subject of incredible hate crimes, and in effectively what was Pride Month coming out of Trans Day of Remembrance, that there is this person or group of people, or just like human beings, who have this profound intolerance for people who are different from them or who live their lives differently. Like, honestly, like, I find it extraordinary that people are so fascinated and intrigued by our lives. I mean, I know we're amazing and fabulous, but there is this weird obsession with our lives and our bodies in particular for trans people. And that is a huge problem. I mean, we're really, really lovely people, and I don't understand why people are so threatened by us, by who we love and how we choose to express ourselves. I think we have like a long way to go in practicing love and empathy for our fellow human beings. And I suppose to kind of refocus this conversation to my friends, my queer family, I love you all so much. You are some of the most incredible people I know, and I am so blessed to have you in my life. We are so damn lucky to have one another, and I am so profoundly humbled to be able to call you my friends and family. Okay, as always, if you've been enjoying this content, please remember to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on for notifications to stay in the loop for upcoming videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Mwah.